Hi everyone, Darius Max here, back at it again with another YouTube video. Oh, hello, what is up? Hi. So today we're doing another movie. I'm basically a movie reviewer at this point. Or I've run out of ideas. Who knows? Who knows? Today we are talking about another Netflix movie. A little movie called Malcolm and Marie, and it features my wifo, the person I will probably go straight for, Zendaya. Oh my god, I love her so much. I love her so much. Like, I've been with her since Shake It Up. All these little new fans, whatever. I've been with this bitch since Shake It Up, Replay. Come on now. Like, if you don't know who she is, get your life together. And then the movie has John David Washington in it? Denzel Washington's son? Oh, girl. That alone, just a perfect package. Movie! Like, come on now. How can you not watch it? Literally, 90% of the reason why I watched the movie was because of Zendaya. 5% John David Washington, and then the other 5% is because it looks good. I don't know if I like black and white movies, but it looked good for the black and white quality, you know? Anyway, so we are going to be talking about Malcolm and Marie. There are spoilers. Go watch the movie, then come back to this video, and we can discuss it in the comments. So, let's get started. So, it's about this couple fighting. And that's it. That's all the movie's talking about. It's just a couple fighting. Which is like, it's whatever. The movie doesn't have to be, too complicated. It can be just about one topic and that's it. So the movie starts with the couple coming in from a night out. Because the guy is in a suit and Zendaya, is in just glam. Just full on glam. Like, yeah, so it looks like they just went out a night in a town or whatever. And then we realized that it just came from a movie premiere. And we figure out that the guy is the writer-director of the movie. And he's had a great night. He is just buzzed with excitement. He's like putting on music. He is drinking. He is just having a ball. He's just going out. Then you see Zendaya, stone cold face, making mac and cheese, not giving a side eye, like, nigga. Like, she is pissed. You can tell that she's pissed. And you already know it's about to be a fucking fight, cause like, if you've seen relationships on TV or movies, or if you've been in a relationship, one of the two people is always gonna have an attitude first, while the other person's like, oh, what's wrong? And that's when the whole fucking thing starts. So, basically, he notices her, dismay. He's like, okay, what's wrong? Then after that, the whole movie is just them fighting, them making up, and then fighting again, making up, and then fighting again, and then like, that's pretty much the movie. But I'm gonna just like kind of break it down into like what the fuck the fight was about, because it's about a whole bunch of shit that they broke down and like analyzed and overanalyzed. But basically, the fight was about his speech, and in his speech, he thanked everybody in the world but her. Now, she took this offensively, and the reason why she took it offensively because basically the movie was about her. In a sense. So the movie in itself, the movie within the movie is about this drug addict, and she's a female, and she just, I guess, goes through like the complications and the struggles of drug use. And then we learn that Zendaya, the character, had a drug problem. So she's assuming that the drug problem was about her. But then in the fight, he's like, no, it's about multiple people. But then I'm like, damn, bitch, are you like... But then again, like, it was about multiple people, but the idea of him even creating it was based off her. So it was like, fuck you, dude. Like, whatever. And then it goes into like Zendaya basically giving herself credit for the movie and like wanting to be in it, and like, why didn't you pick me to be in it to tell my story? And I could have been good enough. But then he was like, but you don't act anymore. Like, she used to be an actress, but now she's a model. But like, you don't act anymore, and I didn't even think that. I just wanted to give somebody else a chance, or whatever the fuck it was. I was just like, girl, this whole fight was just so crazy. But then the dude was just ringing it in her. It was really like, he was like going overboard. He was like, yeah, you're beautiful and I love you and why does it matter and all that shit. And I'm like, oh my, like, I'm saying it very vaguely because it was very like, it was hard to watch, like him like really dig into her about like her past, and we find out that Zendaya done cheated on the dude before, fucked one of his friends at that, like, oh my gosh. And they still together? Girl. And then like, Zendaya was going at him like, oh, you're so mediocre, and you only wrote this story because of me, and you don't have any type of life experiences, but like damaged me. And I'm like, damn. So basically, what I'm trying to get at is they was just really taking it too far with each other. And it was very powerful. It was very powerful in a sense that a lot of relationships do this. Like in typical fights, it could be about something so simple, but it gets so blown out of proportion that it could be like shattering to the relationship, you know? And I kind of like how they explored that, but I also hated it because like I've been in fights where it does take it to that level of like kind of disrespect, and like, ugh, that was kind of a little triggering to me, a little triggering, but I did like that they went there with it, you know? And then at the end of the movie, it really broke down to, she just wanted a simple thank you in the speech. Thank you just for like, I don't know, just being appreciative of her being in his life. Because at the beginning of the movie, when the first round of the fights, she really asks, if I wasn't in your life, would you even make this movie? And he was like, no. I was like, that's the whole point right there. She literally inspired, even though it's quote unquote, the actions of the girl in the movie was based on his other relationships, he still found a creative force to make it because of Marie. You know, like damn, dude, give this girl her props. But he didn't, and that was the problem. And that is a fucking huge problem. He didn't even like see that. He didn't recognize it. He didn't like. He was like the entire movie just oblivious as to like, well, why is she mad? Like she knows that I love her and like I appreciate her, but it's like it sure didn't show it in your fucking speech of like one of the most important nights of your life. You didn't thank your girlfriend who inspired the whole fucking night. Like, come on, dude. Like, like, bro, like he lost the fight, even though like he was saying some heart-shattering shit. It was basically your fault. You're the bad guy. So why are you like not realizing that? It was crazy. It was crazy. And then like at the end of the movie, they still are together, but there's still like they were close, but there was still like a distance. There was still like a mark in like, you know, their relationship. But like this mark was like, it can go like either way. Like, you know how there's like two paths? So they were both on the same path, right? But then this night kind of split it to where like you could see where the relationship could go either way. Either after this night, they can just break up and never see each other again and always remember that. But then also it could be down the second path where like this night can make us stronger, you know? And I kind of like that. At least that's how I interpreted it. That's basically it. There really wasn't much to the movie besides that. Like, I liked how it was crafted. I liked the black and white. The black and white really did have an effect. It really did have an effect on the movie because mostly in the middle of the movie, the black and white effect was like really great because it cast like a gray zone on the relationship. Like, you can see how both parties were like, I'm right, but can also see both parties were like, I'm wrong. So it just casts a gray zone in the relationship, which I liked. One critique though, I do have critique. The writer and director, he's the creator of Euphoria, and that's how Zendaya is in this movie. And like, I've seen interviews with him, and he's a past drug addict, and he's putting Zendaya in a lot of drug addict scenarios, which is kind of a little weird to me. But then he also loves her acting so much that he's like, damn, she really portrays a great drug addict or like a sober person or whatever. So I guess that's like why he keeps casting her in these drug addict ways, because he's writing what he knows. But it's like, it's kind of like, it's kind of weird because I don't know if like Zendaya is really a drug addict or not. Because you never know. She is from Disney, so I'm just saying. But and no disrespect to anybody of the fucking film at all, especially Zendaya. Please don't cancel me. Please, I'm just trying to be a critic here. But yeah, that's like my only critique. Is like, is it gonna be like a running theme throughout his whole work about just drug addiction? Which is like, I guess fine, because you know that is a big problem that does need to be discussed in like, you know, life. You know how drug addiction kind of ruins not just your life but others. I mean, but is that all you can like say? That's all you can talk about? Because there is like a multitude of things you can talk about. But I don't know. That's just my one little critique of the movie. I give it, I guess, I don't want to say a 3. Like a 3.5 out of 5. I guess. Only because like the whole movie was just an argument. That was it. Like, I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars because I did like the argument. And I did like the depiction of a relationship having a toxic argument about a simple thing. I did like that. That was like, they explored a lot of depth in that. Yeah, so it's basically an above average movie. Okay. Woo. Yeah, so that is all. That is all I have for you today. Like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that great stuff. It really helps my channel out. And I will see you next Friday. Probably for another movie review, because I may be out of ideas. Bye!